Hello, YouTube. So I was thinking, there's this channel called Fight for Canada, and it gets hundreds of views, and all the independence rally people are behind it. But my video praising Mark Carney and supporting the New World Order gets 3 views. What's going on there, huh? So that brings me to my next video, China Appreciation Day. You might think I'm joking. You might think this is satire or parody, but it's not. Because if you think about it, China has done a lot of great things for you. For example, my favorite toy, the school bus. It was a little plastic school bus when I was a kid or whatever. That came from China. And the motorbike, the red motorbike that maybe had arsenic in the paint, but probably didn't because it was plastic, that was also made in China. And this keyboard was made in China. And many of these things that we just take for granted nowadays are made in China. And the great thing about China is, well, like, we don't appreciate them. Like, all of Christmas is basically made by China. All your Christmas presents, all your electronics, all your toys, everything you've ever gotten in your life pretty much is made in China. Now, I think it'd be a good idea to appreciate them for that. Like, people are suffering. People are living in factories, they're not eating any good food. They're on constant lockdown. They're working for 24 hours a day to make those little red bikes and Beyblades and all kinds of shit that I'd buy that American companies sell and shit like that. So, all the things at Walmart, China's done a lot of good shit for us. And it's time people recognize and realize this. Now they're promoting radical right wing voices and giving those people a place to speak, but they're not giving people like me a place to speak and say that, thank you, China. That's my message to China. Thank you, China. You've done a lot of great things for me, and you've improved my quality of life substantially. You've brought me all kinds of technological gizmos for a fair price, like China's done a lot of good things, and like people don't realize that their childhood was made in China. And I was watching the show, and it goes into how the Chinese, the kids and the young adults and even the older adults are working in factories, like 24 hours a day to produce this stuff, and we just take it for granted. But China's done a lot of great shit for us. You can disagree with the government. That's not okay in China, but I personally think the Chinese government is great. They're exceptional people, and well, I don't really believe that, but I believe that the Chinese people deserve respect for all the hard work they did in improving our standards of living and giving us like magical things, wonderful things that we take for granted. And I've gone into this in some of my other videos, like heat, electricity, clean water. They don't have this all throughout the world. These are first world luxuries, and China makes it possible. Like my external hard drive, made in China. My computer, made in China. My speaker bar, made in China. My W King Bluetooth speakers, also made in China. So I think what I'm trying to say is China's done a lot of great things for us. And we should be grateful. We should be thankful to China and say, have China Appreciation Day. Like, South Park was making this episode, and they're like, oh, Canada Appreciation Day, blah, blah, blah. But no, China Appreciation Day. Like, appreciate all the hard work that China does in making our lives better, providing us with goods. To thank them for providing us with a childhood with toys and stuff like that, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Beyblades and little Pokemon and all kinds of shit. Like my bus and my red motorcycle thing. Like my bicycle. A lot of that stuff comes from China. So like, yeah, I don't know. Like, people think it's just lolzy, oh, China's all evil. China's good. China is our friends in the New World Order. And, we should be appreciative for the quality of life we enjoy on the backs of basically people who are enslaved, right? I don't know. Just something to think about it. Just think about it. Let it coalesce in your mind. Let your brain patterns decode the scrambled transmission if you can. But yeah, appreciate China. China Appreciation Day. It should be a real thing. Like we have a LGBT month. We have a Black History Month. We have things like that. We have the Native Appreciation Day. We should have a China Appreciation, just a day for China, and say, hey, thanks for making my cell phone and making my Bluetooth speaker. Thanks for working so hard to you know improve the quality of life for many Canadians out in the world. So this is coming from a place of I don't know. It was just kind of a respect for all the work that China does to improve my quality of life. And I think we should all take time out of our day. Maybe once a year we could have China Appreciation Day. Just throwing that out there. They built your childhood. They built all your toys. They built all your electronics. They, that the people aren't the problem. Sometimes people have disagreements with the government and certain contested things, but overall, like, China is a great place to be, like, and most of the people just don't worry about it. Like, just China Appreciation Day. Just hold that in the back of your mind. Just think about that. Decipher that. Try to figure out what that really means. Because yeah, and there's nothing to decipher. It should be a national day. We should take a day out of our year to appreciate China. It should be a mandatory day off just to go home and think like, wow, China's done a lot of great shit for me. And it's done a lot of great shit for you too. But you don't realize it. And now recently I asked Gemini, I was looking for a Chinese recipe, right? I was looking for chow mein recipe. And like everywhere on Google, it just showed me like restaurants I could eat at, but it wouldn't give me the recipe for the chow mein. So I ended up having to ask Gemini because it was all like takeout food. So I actually made my own Chinese food. It was pretty good, but yeah, just something to think about. Yeah, yeah, just something to think about. So yeah, peace out.